This is the raw, unfiltered truth of what happens when you dare to break the rules. Heart-pounding moments where you feel like every shadow is a threat. They said that I would get robbed, but what happened next will definitely shock you. I can't believe myself that I did this. I ignored every warning and I walked straight into the danger zone. What I found was not what I expected. They said that I would get robbed if I ever stepped a foot in that ghetto, but what happened next will definitely shock you. I can't believe myself that I did this. I ignored every warning and I walked straight into the danger zone. And what I found wasn't just a market. This is the raw, unfiltered truth of what happens when you dare to break the rules. Heart-pounding moments where you feel like every shadow is a threat, the hidden economy, thriving where tourists wouldn't dare to go, and a meal so good that made me question everything that I was told about this specific market. Going into this ghetto, I really had no plan. Like, I had no exact plan. I woke up in the morning and I called my sister and I told her, you know what, there is this place, I want to go and film there. She was like, okay, but the place is dangerous, that's what they say. And I'm like, yeah, I've had conversations about it, I've had stories about it, and I'm like, okay, but I still want to do it. She's like, okay, you're turning into these content creators who risk it all just for content. And I was like, no, I'm not risking it all for content. I just want to show real people, real stories, authentic things on my channel. She was like, yeah, you should go ahead and do that, but if you feel threatened, if you feel scared, if you feel like you are not in the right place, you should definitely border and get out of there immediately. So I was like, yeah. So when I got to the place, I got a border because I had to like be driven from home to the main road and then get a border and slope to the hidden market. So yeah, so when I got into that border, I immediately asked the border guy, do you usually do this? Do you usually carry content creators? Have you carried one before? Are you comfortable me vlogging on your border? He was like, yeah, I have no problem you filming me because I am not a criminal, and besides, you're doing what you gotta do, you gotta survive. And he's like, yeah, you can shoot. So we had conversations, and as he was riding me to the market, I could hear people yelling in the background saying, why are you filming? Who are you filming? Because right now in my country, we are approaching the season of elections and people are so tight up because they don't know what to expect. You know how elections can be. So I was shaking in my boots, but I said, hey, my people on YouTube are waiting on me, they are waiting on this video, and I'm going to go down there and I shoot. So when I got there, surprisingly enough, I met beautiful people. Like, I had a conversation with this girl I'm gonna show you, and we had the best time. Like, she was like, yeah, so what do you do? I was like, YouTube. She's like, okay, how does it work? I explained to her. She was like, yeah, that's something I would look into beginning, and I would want to start doing that as well. I said, yeah, you could do that, it's easy. And yeah, and I also saw a lot of things. Like, where I live, whatever we buy is 4 times higher than what they sell it for in the market. Like, things were cheap. Like, I bought a lot of groceries and I had them for about 2 weeks straight. Like, I had a lot of those things and I was so happy. Like, I never thought I would land such a deal. Like, it's so far from home, I'll say that, but I'm willing to go back even on days I'm not filming and just go and buy myself amazing stuff straight from the garden, so fresh. Like, you can even smell the garden when you get to that place. You can smell the green paper, you can smell tomatoes, you can smell the carrots, you can smell the cassava. It is so fresh and so cheap. Like, I can't believe it. Like, up to today, I'm still shocked. Like, I'm still shocked things can be that cheap. Like, I wonder why people have to do us the way they do us. When they come to these upper places, they triple, quadruple the prices. For what reasons, I do not know. But yeah, I had the greatest time of my life, and I encourage all content creators who are scared. I encourage all creators who are scared to go in the ghettos, to go in risky places. Like, hey, just take the chance. If it does not work out, don't force it, because that's the first thing my sister told me. If you pull out your camera and you feel threatened, just stop. She said use wisdom. Where you feel like it's not safe, don't film. Where you feel like it's fair, it's safe, you can definitely film it. And yeah, I use those instructions, and that's the tip I give to all of you guys. In case you want to go to the ghetto and film, you should use wisdom, because some people in those places aren't that good. Like, they're not exposed to the life of being filmed. They're not exposed to so many cameras, people, you know, filming them for whatever reasons. So you might want to use wisdom. And yeah, places like the ghetto are the places that are alive with real stories, real people, real flavor. Your audience doesn't need the polished work like all the time. They want you to be real. And guess what? Nobody is filming that. So if you take the step to go ahead and film that kind of content, you're doing your viewers a favor that no one else is doing. So I dare to do it, and you guys today are watching this film. Like, you should do it. If you want to film, because you're not doing something wrong, you're not breaking the rules. If you're doing it the right way, why should you not? So we had a great time. I told him to ride me slowly so I could capture the moments, and he was like, yeah, cool. So when I got to the market, I literally asked for permission. Like, when I went to stalls, I was like, hey, I'm a content creator, I do YouTube, and when I film these videos, I post them, blah 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 blah. And they were like, oh, cool, you can film. Some even helped me. I had the greatest time. But before, when I told one of my friends I wanted to go down there and film, they were like, no, you could lose your camera, you could get beaten up, people there could be rough, they could be dangerous. Honestly speaking, like, the people there are beautiful, they're nice, although there was some little bit of people who were screaming at me, telling me to stop shooting, telling me to take away my camera. And honestly, the people who were screaming were not even the people I was filming. Like, it was scary. At some point I felt like they're gonna grab my camera and I could lose my camera. But hey, I did what they say. I rebelled. Like, I just got my camera, put on a straight face, and I began filming. Where I needed permission, I did ask for the permission. Where it was not necessary, I would just like film. I was shaking in my boots. To be honest, I was shaking in my boots. Like, this is one of the pieces of content that I've created, and after creating it, I'm like, what the literal like, what the literal, because I didn't think I would do this. Like, I was having conversations with my sister, and she told me, maybe you should just go and see what happens. If it's not safe, don't pull out the camera. If you feel safe, then you can pull out the camera. And I was like, okay, I'll do just that. Like, she's my greatest cheerleader. So I wasn't going to cut this video. I said I was gonna give this video to you guys raw and unfiltered. That's why the journey seemed long, or it seems long, because I was not gonna cut this up. So I also decided I wasn't gonna cut this video. I said I was going to show it to you guys raw and unfiltered, because you deserve it. You deserve the truth. You deserve the real content, real stories, real people, because why not? I'm here to give you that, and I dare to go to the ghetto. Like, I feel so proud of myself. Y'all have no idea how good it feels to do something you're scared to do, and at the end of the day, it comes out so perfectly, it comes out so nice. So yeah,